There we go, man.
Yeah.
End of an era.
This is it.
Finished recording in the games room as it was.
Can't believe it.
I know, right? Good 2.5 years, man.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Has indeed. So is this it? Is this?
Yeah, because Speak Friend of Question with Jamie's recorded some of the back reps, last week's Palantir, so this is officially the last thing we've recorded in here.
So we can't do the Palantir in here now?
No, we're going to move into our new studio for this week.
So that's it?
That's it, we are done.
Finished.
This room is complete.
Done?
Absolutely.
Absolutely positive about that?
Yeah, why?
Because...
What's that?
That's a wrap.
Yeah. Should we go into the other room?
Did you get it?
Yeah, I get it, it's a wrap.
Yeah, but do you get it?
Yeah, can we go into the other room now?
That's a
Get
wrap.
out!
It's a wrap.
No, I get it, Tom.
Oh, tea. How did this get here? How?
Have you changed clothes?
You...
No. How did the sofa get here? Oh, on we go.
Yeah? Put that down.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Strategy Battle Games to my GBHL YouTube video. You hear your host GBHL Damian.
And GBHL Tom.
And we are here with episode 80 of
The Palantir.
Oh yes.
Oh yes!
Look where we are.
Where are we?
New Palantir Studio.
Studio.
Studio. Studio section.
Yes.
Yes,
we
here
are
we
still uplit.
We are.
And uplighter.
Yeah, that's where it comes from. We are here in our brand new digs in the new games room. What do you think about the place, Tom?
No plug.
Where's the plug? Teeth is here, obs, cushions, massive Lord of the Rings book behind the sofa, key. So yeah, the move has been completed. We won't do a tour of the room today because not everything's in, but you can see the setup. Are you happy here, Tom, in the new digs?
It's lovely. You can't really see. You'll see it in the 50-point back rep that we haven't recorded yet. The little alcove. Maybe you'll see it. I don't know. Maybe
you got a little wall here.
Yeah.
Wall there.
It's cosy.
You like it? Snug.
Look at. I mean, you can see where the side of the sofa is.
Yeah,
that is
this
snug.
is a wall here.
And that's snug. Look at that.
It's
as
made
if you
to measure.
planned it.
Palantir.
Ah. Anyway, we should probably crack on.
Indeed. So welcome to our new studio where we'll be for forever, because some little future goblin stole my old games room.
Anyway, Tito's from last time, so we can start drinking. It was with Ryan Hinch.
Oh yes.
From last week. This week, he is passing it on. He says, "Thank you to Jonathan for passing on the tea toast to me. I have fond memories of our game. As for who to pass the tea toast on to next, I pass the honour to my doubles partner for the upcoming Seven Stones tournament. Seven Stones SBG magazine event. Cheers for that.
Strong event.
Alan Crooks.
Alan Crooks, there you go.
Alan.
So I realised we didn't mug review for a while.
Tea.
I've got the Generation Shift mugs that Matt Dave's forced upon us with his aggressive sales tactics.
And I've got the double cherry mug that was forced upon me by Nope.
I thought you'd lost that.
You've got a lot of mugs in your cupboard, it's hard to find anything.
Teeth is not so true.
No.
Cool.
Anyway, he says, can't wait for the event to kick off, guys. It will soon be upon us.
It will. I'm very excited. It won't actually soon be upon us.
No,
like
I mean,
3 months
you'll have
or
had to go through the trauma of having a child by then.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard on me.
And then the bigger trauma of having to print the certificates.
Having to work with you.
Yeah.
Where are they going to be? Oh. But it is exciting. We're full. I think we might have one space, but we've got someone on the reserve list, so I think we're good.
We're good?
Yeah, I think so.
Good.
It's very exciting.
Anyway, on to some comments from last week. Dominic Beast Rabel said, alas, quite a sorrowful episode of the Palantir. It was indeed. Very touching pan of your room at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. With emotional music.
A moment of silence for our lost companions. R.I.P. to the games room the first, 2014 to 2017. When did you actually make it a games room? It was as soon as you moved in. So
yeah, it was Emma famously tells the story of how the games room was unpacked before like the kitchen. It's a 6x4 setup, just measuring all the angles, checking everything out.
Many good memories have come from this magnificent room. From hashtag Bosch to the countless hobby blogs that have brought that have brought painting inspiration to so many, and the great legacy that is gold. Yeah, gold strong. You will be missed. And R.I.P. 5 Gundabad with Shields, 2016-17. They had a good run.
They had a good run.
I'm being called live on the Palantir.
Live on the Palantir. It's answering live on the Palantir.
Hello. You're on the Palantir. What you have one sentence. What do you say to all the viewers? You can't say anything.
You hate them all.
Do you want to say hi to Damian? You're not on speaker, don't worry.
Hi Lily, love you.
She said hello and I don't love you.
She didn't say love, but
No. She says she loves Damian better than she loves me. Alright, let's
you going?
Yes.
Okay.
And we're back after the phone call.
It's a different day.
It's a different day.
Nightmare.
Anyway, yes, thank you, Dominic Rubel. Rob Camp says, I've missed watching these. Thanks, guys, for constantly making me laugh with all your shenanigans.
Thank you for being so generous.
Yeah.
That's very sweet.
What?
It's a lot of pressure though, actually, isn't it?
Mm.
To constantly be, was it funny or
Making them laugh with all our shenanigans.
shenanigans? Yeah. Constant shenanigans, hard to maintain.
What said, watching this episode was a big mistake. It made me grab my Free People's book and look at building a pure Galathrim army. Did we talk about that?
Oh.
My interest was initially aroused when helping a friend plan out a new army purchase. He went with dwarves, but the seed had been planted. I found that if I start thinking about an army to the point I go on the GW website and plan purchases based on lists, at least 3 times it's going to happen, and today marked my 3rd time. You boys are distilled with evil and your infectious excitement for our marvellous hobby, so it's just our excitement.
Thanks, I think.
Were we exciting last week?
Maybe. You're always exciting. Never
Maybe it was James Long.
Yeah, James Long. You talking about the Galathrim? I'm with you, Jin. Enjoy that. Tom's got a great Galathrim army, and that was before the Hobbit stuff came out. That was my next army, and I've got an entire load, like 24 Galathrimmers and knights and 24 Wood Elves and all the heroes ready to go in a case that is now
Never
doomed. Absolutely. But I really like the Galathrim plastics. Lovely ones.
Chris Murphy bringing us back to earth. Top Toblerone discussion. Tom must have been dropped as a child.
Huh? Well, I'm sure. I thought that for a long
What a
time.
bigot. Larry.
Is that him writing that? Or was that you saying?
That's me
Okay.
saying that. Larry, also I like to think you got James in just for the pun. We didn't invite him for any other
Which
reason.
pun?
The long way.
The long way.
King Burns
It's 'cause he has
loves
mass,
the
you see.
sketch. It's because he has mass.
Yeah.
I'm also glad you turned those switches off. They've been bothering me from the start.
I'm glad we caught it right at the end. Say something.
Episode 3. Larry starts twitching because the switches are off.
I'm going to enjoy a Paul Ditchburn Freddo with my comment review. None for you. You're doing a comment review. Thanks, Paul.
Errata.
Yeah, I love this book.
Larry Anwar told us justice for spiders, they cause terror.
Well, you call Sarah.
So, you know, that
what do you mean
absolute,
justice for spiders?
absolute spanking that
I think they were alright.
I think they did okay. Didn't
We'll have
need
to remember
terror.
that in the 50-point back rep we haven't already recorded.
And haven't, that we've already forgotten that when you...
I've got to warn you, in this upcoming 50-point back rep that we haven't recorded yet, we might forget they have terror again. We have to wait and see, because I think we might just forget in the next half hour or so.
I think we might have a brain fart in about half an hour.
Yep.
Will it matter though?
We'll try our best,
Will
but
it
I think
matter?
we might forget.
And errata on the trivia question. Oh no, trivia. Larry apparently said boots last week. Apparently they do have tongues and they can be stored under beds. Yes, they can. If I did get that right, it makes 2 double Freddos in a row. Errata. Yes, errata, Larry. It's in errata. Double Freddo for you.
I love that. That's the attributes of boots. They do have tongues. They can be stored under beds.
Oh dear. Anyway, on to the news. Before we go into tournaments, Nolsey Cody says, the shop by him sells 5 pack of Freddos, plain or caramel, for €1.20. Score. It's sad, really, what you can get excited about later in life. It is indeed.
One thing sad about that. I got excited about glass recently. Not bifold.
Glass.
And carpet.
Oh, the bifolds.
I'm comfortably middle. I don't know if I'm middle aged, but early middle age.
Don't flatter yourself.
I'm getting excited about. What's that mean?
I don't know.
Getting excited about carpet and paint and all sorts. Brilliant.
Carpet. To be fair, your carpet was lovely and soft
Absolutely.
on the toes.
Not like this. This stuff's horrible.
Not anymore after you mopped up the stuff with the towel in your dream.
Where are you at?
Anyway, moving on to the tournament. So, has anything changed? We've not had the tournament, so it's the same as last week. So we'll quickly skim over it. It's Games Workshop first.
Grand tournament.
Yeah. Then it's Chester. Then it's Reading.
And you can look out for a GT practice bat rep going up on the channel next week between myself and Mr. James Giblin, trying out 2 of my 600 point lists. So we've got Thranduil's Horse fighting Azog's Legion in a bat rep coming up.
Very cool. Very cool. No other releases to talk about?
Whilst it's not a tournament as such, this weekend is the Rider Ring, which is organised by Paul Tyso. We talked about it a couple of weeks ago.
Indeed.
And there's been a bit of an update. I thought could be cool to talk about, and that we have the armies who will be facing off each other, and they're not the army list. We're certainly not going to ring it. But for anyone who didn't know, this was the it's a kind of Ryder Cup style tournament with lots of 12 different players on each team.
Good work organising this.
Yeah, it's
people
awesome.
have different
And
heroes.
have you seen the trophies? The trophies are amazing. Really, like proper, cool looking trophies. Really, really good.
Good work.
So there's lots of kind of fairly new names on here, I think. But what I want to do, I'm going to read to you the names on each
Story
team.
time.
Yeah, it's going to be good, right? I'm going to read a long list of names. That's what you're tuning in for.
Yeah.
And you're going to tell me which team you think will win
Okay.
based on the players.
Yeah.
So on the forces of good, we have Oliver Belcher, Joshua Rouse, Alistair Snook, Adam Patterton, Josh Triffett, Richard Clammer, Dan Rea, James Richardson, Dave Clubley, James Wilson, Stephen Gill, and William Pointer.
Okay.
On the force of evil, we have George Tyso, Tom Hawker, Camille Domansky, Tony Sansom, Sean Weimer, Anton Cook, Costas, Jay Acharya, Steve Clubley, Hector Bloggs, Bobby Snook, and Jake Tyso.
Do I get to know which factions, who's who, who's good and who's evil?
No, it'll take too long. Oh, the first one was good.
The first one was good.
First one was good, yeah.
I'm going to go with the David Clubley, Josh Triffett one.
You're going with good. See, I was going to go with evil. Division.
There's a Fredder one.
There you go. Here we ahead. I'm rooting. I reckon Team Evil will take the Rider Ring. And you think Team Good?
Team Good.
I think it depends how filthy they go and whatever. I'm not quite sure, but I reckon that the Jay Acharya, Camille Domansky, Sean Weimer, Hector.
Camille's over the Phil.
Hector as well. I don't know what they're doing for this, but there's a lot of tournament experience there. Whereas obviously you got Josh, David, strong performance on note, Dan Rea, yeah, it's good. But I think Evil will take it, and it is Mordor, Eastlings, Goblin Town, Harad, Dol Guldur, another Mordor, Isengard, Harad, Moria, Eastling, Animar.
But you got the same heroes.
Yes, so they've actually listed all the heroes. So these are the guys. They have leaders. Oh look, you got the Forsaken, so we got some of the new ring race in there. That's pretty cool. There's like Burda, Eastling Captain, Durbers, Betrayer, Saruman, Uruk Captain, Shadow Lord, Lingering Shadow, Mumut Captain, Knight of Umbar, Goblin King, Eastling Captain, Troll Chieftain. So big ones there. And some of the leaders from the Good Force: Thrall, Bard, Madril, Faramir, Gil-galad, Rivendell Captain, Galadriel, Saruman, Kirian, Erkenbrand, Aemma, Gimli, Arathorn, Arvidway, Eristor, Legolas, Thranduil. No Aragorn. No Thorin?
But Thrall.
Oh no, Thorin is in there, but Thrall's the leader. Thorin and Thrain. So yeah,
Cool.
the survivors of Lake Town Army: Bard, Lake Town Militia Captain, and Alfred.
Some cool things in there.
Yeah, so there we go. Those are the kind of armies.
Well, good luck to everyone, and especially good luck to Good. Win me a Freddo.
I hope there's loads of photos.
Yes,
So I can't wait to see how that turns out. Good luck.
Anyway, that is the news section. So
I don't think there's any new toys. Nice t-shirt. Double T-shirt content.
Yeah, I know.
It's good. What are they?
Oh, I thought that you're going to point. You can point and click.
It's not working.
This is brachiosaur.
Oh, dinosaurs, aren't
It's T-Rex.
they? T-Rex, good, strong. Parasaurolophus. Obscure
Pterodactyl.
one there. Pterodactyl, probably.
Stegosaurus.
Triceratops there. Good work, good work. Strong T-shirt content.
Anyway, moving on to baby section.
Good. Baby section.
We are on boys' names. Boys' names. So, Alistair King says...
Was it
baby
girls'
boy-
names this week? Is that right? Yeah, okay.
Wait for it. Wait for
Sorry, spoilers.
it. Spoilers. Alistair King goes, there's got to be Fred O'Byrne.
Fred O'Byrne is good.
Andreas goes, Damian, the baby should be called Andreas.
Where's that come from?
Comes from the Greek Andros,
Ah, not from his own name, Andreas.
which ties into Lord of the Rings as well with Care Andros.
Okay, Andros, yeah, that's good.
It means man or manly.
He's Viking, isn't it?
So if it's a girl, Andreas. Larry says, since you asked for boys' names suggestions, I feel obliged to point out just how good a name choice Larry is.
For a lady?
Definitely one of the best names out there. Well, your middle name's a girl's name.
No, it's Francis with an I, so the joke's on you actually. As ever, doesn't help in the playground.
David Whittaker, baby section. I think you should call your son Dad or Chives.
Dad or Chives?
Chives O'Byrne.
Chives O'Byrne. Is that a pun?
Dad O'Byrne.
Is that, am I calling him Dad because he'd call me Dad? Is that the gag in that?
Or you could name your child after his washing machine. Hot Point Aquarius O'Byrne.
It's good, yeah.
Has a good ring to it.
Hot Point Aquarius, I like it.
Chris Murphy, I'm not sure I want to watch the baby unboxing video. Also, name suggestion is Brian.
Brian O'Byrne.
Brian O'Byrne.
Strong.
Anyway.
Thank you for the baby section.
This week. Baby section is girls' names.
Girls' names.
Shocking twist.
We are panicking about 2 weeks' time. Baby section.
Anyway, get to your girls' name suggestions below.
Although we might be alright on a girl's name, so you're going to have to do quite a lot to convince us. I think the suggestions next week are going to be Andreas, Larry, and Hot Point Aquarius. We'll have to wait and see. Hot Point Aquarius is unisex, right?
Anyway, moving on to trivia section. Damien, your question last week was a riddle.
It was a riddle. Oh God, where is it? It's the one about the birds. Did I mark it? No, it's an old one. Oh, it's a disaster.
The 9 redux there.
That's the right.
That's the answer.
That doesn't help. It's quite near the end. Why don't you do your one?
My one was that Swedish, Norwegian, Finnish rock band with a song.
I've got mine if you need
yeah,
some
you
time.
go yours.
So mine was a riddle, which was, I saw 9 birds, I shot 5 of them, how many were left? What sort of answers did we get, James?
James.
Finally.
Have a
Longy, back you come.
Yeah, it might be a long wait until you get him back.
Oh, keep that for the future.
Edit that out. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
I mean, I'm waiting for an answer. I've literally done everything I can.
Oh, what kind of answers? Well, we got some intelligent answers, but that aren't necessarily the right answer from the book.
I saw 9 birds, I shot 5 of them, how many were left? So what sort of answers do we get?
Well, some people said 0, some people said 9, and some people said 5.
Correct answer. It's 5. Because you shoot the 5 of them, and people go, well, there must be 4 left. Apparently they don't. And of course there's 5 left because the other 4 fly away because of the noise, and you are left with the 5 dead ones. The correct answer is 5.
They're getting all philosophical. And somebody else, Dominic Beaton, said there's still 9 because some are dead and some have flown away. So they still exist
Somewhere in the
in
world.
reality.
No, no.
Okay, so then the winners are King Banzai and Shadow and
It's
Flame.
riddle as intended, not
Yeah.
riddle as written.
So Shadow and Flame and King Banzai. There you go.
Dave from Shadow and Flame. Don't give. You know, that's got to be Dave. I don't want Dave will be kicking off if he thinks like Kev's going to nick his Freddo.
Maybe they could share one. Dave eats half of it, post it to Kev. Here you go, mate. So mine was the Austrian.
Yeah, you remember.
Black metal
All
band.
flooding back to you.
Yeah. The Summoning made a song called What on their 2013 album Old Morning's Dawn. What an album.
Is it one of your favourites?
Their seminal album.
It's right up there with Aqua's seminal debut Aquarium.
And the answer is Caradras. There you go, Caradras. And the winner of the Freddo, the chance to buy themselves a Freddo, is Rob Camp. Well done. Only one correct answer. Only 3 correct answers this week.
Oof,
but we probably need a trivia answer when I've missed somebody who's got your riddle right. But
Boots.
yes. Anyway, there you go. Very good, everybody. And we also have bonus trivia.
We did have bonus
from Mr. James Bond. Have you got the catalogue?
No, the catalogue hasn't made the journey.
Good, so we're not doing live counting. Anyway, James's question was how many tick boxes are there in there?
And hopefully you picked up. Did you pick up the wonderful? This is why we like to layer in Easter eggs for people who go back and watch the Palantir. In the sketch, I was counting so in the catalogue, which you probably wouldn't have noticed because it was half an hour before the trivia question. But yeah, you can go back and go, oh my god, that's what he's doing at the start.
So clever.
It's so meta. So meta.
And it was so clever because you were doing that. We filmed the sketch, then we went and filmed the Palantir, and just magically,
yeah, it's all done chronologically.
It's like, yeah, let's do that. That's the trivia question.
So I took a punt. It was how many tick boxes are there? So
Yeah.
essentially, in rough terms, how many items are available for the SPG range is the question. And I took a punt and said it was about 200, I believe.
Yeah, you said 200.
And then you stole.
I went 210.
Yeah, because you're a filthy thief. And then didn't James say 190?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So then we kind of counted it. We'll be a few out because it got boring.
James counted it, didn't he?
Yeah. And there were some tricksy ones because at the start it has the all the 5 books. So it kind of says the books is a tick box, and it has the 5 books, and they're all tick boxes. So that's one extra that you shouldn't have. And then when you get to like the elves section or whatever, it has the Free People's Book again with a tick box. It's like they just really want to sell the source books.
I feel like you're going to go some questions right into Games Workshop. Your cataloguing department.
Yeah.
I have some ways of streamlining your efficiency.
Anyway, the answer was about. I think we got to 303.
303.
But that's probably wrong. Plus or minus about 5 for getting bored.
So a lot, significantly more
than
we all thought.
The closest. So nobody went particularly big. They all went home.
They trust us, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's Dominic Beast Raybold with 252 is the closest. So,
well, answer.
Chance to win yourself a Freddo.
Is that what James was offering for that?
Probably.
Okay. To buy yourself a Freddo. Has he won the chance to win himself a Freddo? You get to enter a competition in the future.
You've won yourself the chance to buy yourself a Freddo.
Cool.
There you go. So that was trivia section, but we need a question before we finish.
Yeah.
My question this week is, because we're in a new room, the camera's at a specific height because it's on a new table. And it's on something to keep it at the right height. But in the old room, there was a specific book that was the perfect height for the Palantir camera to go on when we're on the sofa. And the question is, it's probably mentioned in some episode of the Palantir or another video somewhere, what book did we have the camera on?
I think there's 2 caveats that are worth noting.
Okay.
One, some episodes of the Palantir would have been filmed on different things before the lawyers come in. But there was one book that was absolutely, for all 70 episodes, the primary go-to book to support the camera. Secondly, and very importantly, it's a book you can get.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be, the 3rd story in the Wheel of Time series. It's gonna be something that would make sense to be in that room. So very hard one to get. If any guest stars have been on, they might be in with a better shot, but definitely guessable.
Yeah.
Please don't Google that one, as ever. We don't want you cheating.
Alright, Damien.
All right, Thomas.
Your question.
My question this week is, it's topical, as for reasons you'll see. If you were to take all the stats of a bat swarm,
Is this not a riddle? What are you doing?
no, I've gone off piste, and add them together, what would the total be? But bear in
Bat.
mind,
Bat.
bear in mind that in a profile there are two movement values. One which is in inches, and one which is in centimetres. So if you were to add all the numbers together in the bat swarm's profile, what is the total? No Googling.
At least said add, not multiply through. You need to get the calculators out.
Those horrendous things with all the apples and the oranges and the pears, and go, only 3% of the world can get this right. And I go, well, there's a lot of them going about, given that only 3% of the world can get them right. You know the things I mean? They're all on Facebook every day.
Yeah.
It's all about you doing your
Bottom
multiplication and your bottom loss in the right order. Yourself?
Myself, what I've asked in my question.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's the book.
it's the book.
We talked about it for a while.
It's the one about the wheel. We did a trivia section.
Trivia section. Very good. What are we going to talk about this week, Damien?
Well, you may recall that
And you may
last year-
also see the title.
Yeah, last year we took an in-depth retrospective review of the Lord of the Rings films and the game as they came out.
Yes.
And we did Fellowship 2000 Return of the King, and then we gave it the standard 10-month gap before doing the next trilogy. And we're now going to get started on The Hobbit.
We're back.
Back once again. With
With
the
Red
master.
Master.
So by the way, everything you hear for the past half hour and the next half hour is only our own views and opinions. Do not represent the views of the GBHL podcast, YouTube channel, or the Great British Hobbit League, or indeed any other formal body or institution, such as, I'm struggling, Dairy Milk, Cadbury's, Frog.
Say what you
Cadbury.
say, what you say.
Peter Griffin. I'm going with Cadbury, I'm fine. Contains milk. So there we go. I'll start disclaimer. Sorry if you've got really upset in the last half hour in written comments. I should have done disclaimer earlier.
Real good.
Yeah, so...
Alright, so we're going to talk about The Hobbit. And in exciting news, when this book came out, we knew each other.
We did, which is a twist.
And we were actually together on the day you got the book.
We were.
And we went back to your
What
parents'
town
house.
did we
were in
get the book
Watford.
in? Watford, indeed we were. Where Larry Miller is from.
And we were there because you were doing suit fitting or something for a wedding.
Very
and
good.
because it was Hobbit release day, Damien's there with his wedding friends.
Wedding friends.
And me, tagging along with wedding friends to
Those
do
are my
their
group-
suit fitting,
those
so
are
we
my
can go
groups
to
of
Games
friends, by the way.
Workshop.
I have my gaming nerdy friends and my wedding friends.
friends.
So I have the friends that I go to tournaments with and play games, and then I have the friends that I go to weddings with and get married with.
Yeah, we had a day out in Watford.
We did. So
Got
yeah,
to Games
three of
Workshop.
us went and tried on suits.
I didn't.
Tom watched, and then we went to Games Workshop, and me and Tom got excited, and the other guys watched.
It was a great day for you.
It was like
Suits and
I
Games
was
Workshop.
I was like right in the middle of all of it, suit on and the new book. But yes, when this came out, I remember that day. It was before the film came out, wasn't it? The book came out, I think. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Walking in, getting this, and so what a lot of you, I mean, a lot of you will have known this because you were in it. But if you're new to the game, what you might not realise is that when The Hobbit came out. It seems crazy now because the Forge World, the Middle Earth team were doing so much kind of preview stuff. But when The Hobbit came out, there was nothing. There was nothing released about it.
It was just like a little...
There was a poster in White
film
Dwarf.
shot
Yeah.
in White Dwarf of the dwarves and the Bilbo. One of Bilbo, one of the dwarves.
And it might not, I can't remember if it predates the Facebook group, but it certainly predates the Facebook group being the main discussion point. And instead all the discussion was over on the One Ring. And I really remember this long thread that's still there. I read through a lot of it recently. It's fascinating. And there was this just this 70-page thread going from about September talking
About
about
what?
The Hobbit, and no one even knew if it would be the same game. This is what everyone takes for granted.
Yeah, I
now.
remember us talking about this back at the time.
They didn't confirm in any way in advance whether or not it would be the strategy battle game or whether it would just be a new Hobbit game.
I wonder why.
I think then, because it was just so
Under
under
wraps
wraps,
with the new line.
because it was the new,
Yeah.
the
Well,
new
one
trilogy,
was, yeah.
obviously, and so all the whole look of everything was very, very concealed. And I very much remember that, yeah, there were the 2 months before it came out, there was a single page in White Dwarf that said something like The Hobbit, and when it said the strategy battle game, people started to relax a bit. But there was, there was genuinely chatter of maybe it'll be like War Master, different scale, maybe it ranked up, like all this sort of stuff. So there was a lot of worry about it. But there was also a film released, An Unexpected Journey. So now, is it 2012? Christmas 2012?
Yes.
Alright. In 14, then the extended would have come out in 15, and it didn't come out last year. Yes, that's right. So yeah, 2012, Unexpected Journey came out.
Yes. So I've just left work and started university. And
I just left work and started university.
no.
Like Benjamin Button.
Yeah. Left university and started work.
Right, okay.
We didn't see it together to start with. I can't remember what. I honestly can't remember.
I categorically remember going to see it in Nottingham the night before a tournament. And someone might be able to help me out here. We think it might be February. There was a doubles in February, I think. Because there was the Throne of Skulls you won was in January or something, right?
Maybe.
There was a Throne of Skulls that had the Hobbit stuff at it. It was a singles, like I think Adam was there playing with the Trolls and Owen was there with the Trolls and Goblin Town. It was that tournament. It must be a Throne of Skulls. I'm sure it's a Throne of Skulls.
It's not the one James Long won then.
Nah, that was later. I think it's the one you won. Maybe we didn't travel together or something. Anyway, point being, there's a tournament in that February, and I remember going to see The Hobbit in Nottingham on the Friday, which from our point of view, and we can't decide if we saw it together or if I went to see it. I'm sure we did. I think we went to see The Hobbit. Because Christopher wouldn't have gone to the... He wouldn't have gone to the...
Throne of Skulls, yeah,
Throne
it
of
wasn't.
Skulls.
It wasn't.
It was.
Doubles.
Me and you went on a date to see The Hobbit on the Friday night. I'm sure of
We
it.
probably did.
But it was because...
Was it a 3D Hobbit? Did we watch 3D
Right.
Hobbit?
Maybe.
Okay.
But what's interesting about this now is that it was before... I'm not saying there weren't people there who were friends and all that, but it was before the mass feeling of this community thing. Because me and Tom went up, having met at the doubles, the previous doubles, and then neither of our doubles partners were going, and we kind of travelled this thing together, having got to know each other the previous sort of 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it. And
Is
then,
this
yeah, definitely. And we went for a curry on the Friday night, and then we went to see The Hobbit in one of the last showings. And it was this kind of, oh, I'd like to go and see it again. I was like, yeah, we should go and see it again. And we went to see it because on that Friday night, whilst I'm sure some of the old hands met up, there wasn't a big group saying, where's everyone going? Are we going to meet up for drinks or anything? We were just two guys going to a tournament.
Just two guys.
Just two guys on the road to adventure.
And the film was shot at the 48 frames per second. Was it just the 3D one that had that, or is it everything? There was something.
Yeah, you couldn't see 48 frames in 2D. I think. I only saw Desolation in 48 frames. I didn't see the others.
Okay.
Because I remember the IMAX. The first time I saw Unexpected Journey was at the IMAX at Waterloo, and they were showing it in 3D, but they weren't showing it at 48 frames. But yeah, I saw Desolation, but that's for another video.
But yeah, I think I watched it in 2D. I definitely prefer 2D, so I think I watched it in 2D out of principle when I first watched it. And I think I first watched it in Vista with Lily. That's what I think. Trying to picture the inside of the cinema. I remember
Loads of
watching it.
seats, yeah, dark, massive screen.
Rings a bell.
It's all flooding back. That was it. That was exactly it.
Yeah. Oh dear.
So, do you remember like your first reactions of it?
I remember loving some bits. I loved the Gollum bit. I remember some bits annoyed me and probably still annoy me now at the falling bits.
You don't like it when they go down the
No.
slide down the thing, or
Slide. It's all of the Misty Mountains, Dungeons. What is it?
Goblin Town?
Yeah, Goblin Town. Mind blank.
You don't like the Goblin Town bit?
No, I like Goblin Town. Apart from all the falling, there's falling into the pit.
Yeah.
There's Bilbo falling down towards where to ultimately get to Gollum. There's falling down. There's the Goblin King falling. It's all the falling, and they're all terrible. Cut that out.
The Bilbo one's explained because he lands on the mushrooms.
Oh yeah. Well.
That's why the mushrooms are there. It's the only purpose they serve in life. I know what you mean though. The bit where they fall into the big pit thing, you could literally have them drop from where they are into the pit. But it's all the sliding down that makes it very.
What I loved about Lord of the Rings was kind of it felt real in a way in terms of it was like real animals or real people.
Yeah.
But it felt a bit too.
But you also, I mean, the way you do it is there's the scene in Lord of the Rings where the 4 hobbits fall down the hill, and as far as I know, those are 4 stunt people falling down a hill. I don't think there's anything CGI there.
Yeah.
So you just do that, right?
Yeah.
You can do it with actors and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah. But you.
But anyway, I remember loving the Gollum bit and really liking some other bits. Yeah.
I loved it. I remember really liking it. Like very much from the start. I remember the being so excited by the prologue, because it's hard to imagine. It's hard to think about. But so little of it was revealed. There was nothing to say you were going to see inside Erebor in that film, or you'd see Thor and Twain. None of that had been released. So suddenly, I wasn't expecting that at all. To see like Dale in full bloom, and yet inside Erebor. Yeah, a smidgen of Smaug, a Smaugin, and a bonus Thranduil, like a bit of Thranduil. That was really cool.
Yeah.
And I remember Tom Goff was there, Doubles Part Top, and I remember us like someone. I say this is someone. It was almost certainly Emma. was sitting between us, and I remember us both going, like during the Erebor, went, and yeah, and like I loved it. I really loved it. And I still do.
I think I prefer the second prologue where it goes back as an
Elzor, yeah.
But we have a vested interest in that now.
Yeah, I know. But yeah. Also, before the films came out, do you remember the first trailer?
I do, because I traditionally didn't watch trailers, but you watched them about 5 million times.
You should do a sketch.
Did you do a trailer breakdown for this one?
Not for An Unexpected Journey, no.
Okay.
The trailer breakdown was for Battle of 5 Armies. But the first one came out a year before. A year before the
Misty
film.
Mountains.
Yeah, and it was the one with the song in. And that, to my mind, is one of the best trailers ever made. It's absolutely magnificent. And even for all the shortcomings of the film, I remember you can now go back to that and go, okay, this looks amazing. It looks like and I think the trilogy was great, but I know a lot of people don't. But that there's no one. I mean, I might be wrong, but the overwhelming reaction to that first trailer was positive, because it was so well done with the song and the little bits from Dol Guldur that you don't end up seeing to the extended version of Desolation of Smaug in the end.
Yeah.
Because it was the time that trailer was when it was for 2 films as well. The first one, but and I still watch that sometimes. That one trailer, and it's so good. It's so good.
Oh no, we did go. I did see it a second time, in 3D specifically. So
In Nottingham.
no, yeah, with you in Nottingham. And I remember
Is this genuinely flooding back now?
Because, no, the reason I'm thinking about the 3D, I was like, I will have watched it 2D first. I remember being belligerent about that, so we watched it in 2D.
You.
But then I remember commenting on the eagle bit where they fly over and there's that big drop beneath them. And I remember that I was like in 3D, that's the only bit that's really cool. When it was a big drop, and then they drop them on the carrack. But yeah, that was really cool in 3D, so that must have been when we watched it in Nottingham.
It's the only explanation.
It is.
It couldn't have been in the cinema anywhere else.
Recognise the
sure
inside
it's
the
true.
cinema, mate. Chairs and all.
I'm sure it's true. But yeah, I remember all that stuff and then that trailer being a year before and being so kind of excited but so depressed because it's like it was a year away. And then there was another trailer released in about August, I think, with more of it that was good, but I didn't think it was quite as magical.
When did the soundtrack come out?
Like
or when did you get it?
It was definitely. I remember I remember because people analysed that stuff as well. I remember them. There was a track called Warg Scouts, and people going, "Why are the Wargs before Rivendell? What's going on?"
Because I have a feeling we played we were playing Models and had the soundtrack on before the film.
Yeah, it was definitely out before. They normally come out about a month before or something.
But also, when I think of your old flat, and us playing games in it, one of kind of an overriding sound memory is the Unexpected Journey soundtrack, because you just played that incessantly whilst we were playing, which is a good thing.
Because that was the other thing that was magical about that first trailer, that it had the Misty Mouse song that then went into the score. So a year before the film, you had the ba ba ba. Then they had like music written for the. But a year before, that never happens in trailers. And I just think it makes it feel very, very authentic. Whereas, even the Destination of Smaug and Battle of Five Armies, they didn't have new music. From they were all using either stock film footage or Billy Boyd or something. It's so good, that one. And there was the leaked Radagast, remember that?
Leaked
Radagast. About September time, I think. There was a picture of the Radagast sprue.
Oh, I remember we had all of there was the big discussions about the leaks. Yeah.
Yeah, it was on it was on the One Ring. This picture got put up of supposedly someone had it in a Black Reach box set or something like that, which seemed incredibly suspicious. But someone had it, and it was. I remember being on the One Ring and GW asking us to take it down. And it was like this, and people then going, it's a 25mm base, and everyone goes, it's SPG, it's going to be SPG. That one model somehow got out, and that was the first little peak.
I remember going through some of the rules to start with, because you got the book and I didn't, because I jibbed at paying £40 for a rule book. When
50, wasn't it?
Yeah, £50 for a rule book when there was the small rule book in there.
The
box, and I was like, it's annoying about the profiles, but I don't want to pay £50 for the profiles. At the time, I do have the book now.
Because there's been no leaks either. There's been no leaks of the rules, which is, even in 5 years, is probably very different now. Well, I mean, clearly the Middle-earth team at the moment are making it very different by just saying, here's the book, have a look through it in advance,
But they couldn't for the film when the films were coming out, because you can't spoil any of the film.
I remember the models were saying, you can go and see this on this thread. I genuinely find it really interesting, like reading back over it. But it's something like the book, The White Dwarf came out on the Friday, and the models, the first of any new models for SPG, was like the Tuesday. It was like 4 days before the White Dwarfs. That's how under wraps everything was. Was the first time anyone saw any new models for the Hobbit range, which is really, really crazy, kind of impressive.
I'm trying to think what we got first then.
There was pictures of White Dwarf. It was like someone had clearly got the White Dwarf and taken photos of it.
No, I mean what did we buy first?
Oh,
I
got Escape from Goblin Town, the book, definitely.
Because I got Escape from Goblin Town for Christmas.
Yeah, but I think I bought mine because the thing was after. Do you remember after Space Hulk and Dreadfleet?
Oh,
I bought it because it was limited edition with Radagast. And that what a fiasco that turned out to be. Yeah. So I got it for my mum and dad or something at the time to say I'll have this for Christmas.
I remember calling my mum and saying, make sure you get it soon because it's limited edition. I don't
want
to miss out on that Radagast. Yeah.
And I don't think I got anything else on the launch day. Because I remember not being at all particularly enamoured with the Hunter Orcs when they first came out. Yeah. Wasn't that keen on that. I loved Thorin's Company. And I loved the Bold model. But the Grimhammers were later.
No, but they were in the
book. They're the same with Rivendell Knights.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the Knights weren't it?
No, because I remember again when the book came out, and then on the One Ring people going, what else is in it? I go, there's Rivendell Knights, there's new Eagles, there's the Grimhammer, the dwarf guys, there's another Radagast, all that sort of stuff going for it. There's an alternative Thorin's Company, all that sort of stuff. And then the White Dwarf came out on the Friday, and I remember people reading that, and then loads and loads of discussion on the One Ring about the new rules, because there was a bat rep between Adam and Dan. Is it Dan? Someone, I think, from White Dwarf?
Yeah, the Goblin Town one.
And it was like showing off special strikes and the brutal power attacks and challenge.
So that's what we talked about the day you got the books. We had looked through and we were talking about the profiles. The Fight 7 came up a lot, the Azog Bold Fight 7. And the other thing was the move and shoot change and the special strike. So I remember those were kind of big topics.
Yeah, we thought move and shoot was going to be very, very hard to track, didn't
Yeah.
we? Like, because you'd have like 10 archers and you move a 4, but it's not, honestly.
Well, I don't think we were moaning from our perspective. I think we were thinking from a new player's perspective. It's another additional rule that makes it more complicated when it was so simple before. But I think if you're just teaching basic versions of the rules, you just ignore those kind of things to start with.
Yeah, definitely. But it was a lovely new book,
Mm-hmm.
a lovely new box set and set of models.
And I think that evening, because we got back from Watford, I think we played a couple of games.
Did we? No,
I think we did a Riding Out of Helm's Deep one.
Oh, yeah.
And I was Aragorn, Legolas, Theoden, and they died within about 3 turns.
Good work. Probably player skill, that, wasn't it? I think Jamie Gibbler smashed that as that's a phrase now. And think, you know the thing where Sam Jeffrey put his list up?
Oh yeah.
Is there anything that could stop this doing well? And Jamie went player skill. That's a magnificent.
That was great. The other game we played was your first foray into Saruman.
Yeah, where I said he was rubbish.
Because I had Thranduil and he came on, it was whole ground.
We were practicing games for that
tournament,
damn tournament
where we went
to see the Hobbit.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, because that rule book was in use.
It was throwing the skulls.
Yeah.
It was throwing the skulls. I'm telling you, because that's what I had the Isengard army.
Yeah.
And I didn't take
Saruman
because he's awful.
Yeah, because
he's no good.
We played Hold Ground and Saruman comes on with the 1 warband. Thranduil marches over, Nature's Wrath his warband over and kills him.
Killed him. I was like, he's rubbish. He's not worth his points.
And we had another do where I took a Gandalf the White and all Rohan that smashed up your Isengard. And with the Saruman as well. So I think.
Yeah, I was like, he's rubbish.
Because Gandalf the White came in and was like, snappy.
Oh, how much
by staff.
I've learned.
Yes. And that was also the Throne of Skulls where you didn't have loads of berserks and ferals. You had a smattering.
It was the one when we came home and so my army, it was 1,000 points, I think. 1,000 points, and I had something like 12 orcs with shield, 12 orcs with pike, 12 scouts, 12 ferals at most, a few berserkers, 12 crossbows, and 12 wild riders.
Yeah.
It was kind of like 10 or 12 of everything. And it was in that car journey home where the ferals had done really well.
We were going through Nottingham at every traffic light, you'd be like,
I could swap the scouts for ferals. And then you'd drive on, I could swap the wild riders for ferals. I was like, no, crossbows, I'd need the crossbow. I could swap, and it was just I'd swap, and you were doing the maths. It was like, you can have 2 models less and replace everything with ferals. I was like, that's brilliant, and the rest is history. But it was that tournament.
So yeah, apparently we watched The Hobbit. We did indeed.
How many times did you see it? Was it only 2?
I think 2.
I think I saw it 5 times.
Yeah, which is low for you.
Yeah, compared to Lord of the Rings. It was like 9, 7 I think for Lord of the Rings when they came out. But I found it, what was interesting about that for me was I realised that my life had changed. And
because I was in it.
For the worse. And when Lord of the Rings had been out, I was a student, and it was like, what do I do? Oh, should we go see Lord of the Rings?
And cinema prices were probably like 2pence, halfpenny.
But you didn't have a lot of commitments, and you had loads of people floating around. Whereas this, it was suddenly it was quite hard to find someone suddenly to go and see The Hobbit again. And but I think I managed to see it 5 times. I took my cousin to see it as well. I remember that because I ended up taking my cousin to his 13 now. But I took him to see all 3, and that was obviously the first one. So when he was about 8 or whatever, and he seemed quite into it, I took it, and then that was a nice little tradition. Every Christmas I'd take him to see it. Then it was always kind of like my cousin's son, and my cousin would always be like, are you about? Thomas really wants to see the Hobbit. I was like, all right. If you want, yeah, I'll probably find a way to enjoy watching the Hobbit again.
Life finds a way.
Yeah, indeed. But what do you think of it now, looking back on it, the film?
I think I'm looking back on it the fondest if you ignore the falling. Always the fall. But I love some of the Bag End stuff. I love the Gollum bit. And just, I don't know, maybe it's because it's more nostalgic, I don't know, but compared to some
I think it's fantastic.
But it might be my favourite of the three.
Yeah, it's comfortably my favourite of the three Hobbit films. And obviously everyone's different, but it surprises me when I think it's most people's least favourite, I think, if you go on some of the rankings and stuff. And I just find that surprising because it really, really reminds me of Fellowship. It's the small number of people largely moving around real sets, fighting against largely real things.
I don't think I was too keen on the Stone Giants as well. I thought they were perhaps tad much, but
I don't know, I quite like that.
I'm fine with them now. I think I'm just trying to think of initial.
You didn't like Bunny Sled either, did you?
Oh.
I like the Bunny Sled. Big fan. I think Radagast would have been absolutely fine if they'd just removed the poo.
Yeah.
That's the only bit that was like too much. They're like, come on, you're not a savage.
Well, and the stick insect bit.
But yeah, I don't know. It's the poo for me. It's like if you're so in nature that you can actually keep a stick insect in your mouth, I can get on board with that. Maybe crawl through his ear or something horrific. But you've got poo down your head. Clean yourself up, love.
Yeah.
You're a wizard.
But the stick insect, you've got dialogue with Ian McKellen. A stick insect joke. It's like, come on.
Can you do Ian McKellen being annoyed about his dialogue? Oh no, Sylvester. I shan't.
Do like the Blackadder quote. This is the stickiest situation since Sticky the stick insect got stuck on a sticky bun.
But yeah, I think
there's a time and place. That's in Blackadder, not in the Hobbit.
Not in the Hobbit. I think the Bag End sequence is magnificent. Unexpected Party is absolutely brilliant. The songs are great. As you said, As an Albazar is fantastic.
Yeah. It's all going swimmingly. Yeah, the Gollum bit is amazing.
I do think it has like a lull. Bizarrely, one of the bits I find the most boring is one of the action sequences, the Wild Chase at Rivendell. I just find that bit.
Yeah,
there's a bit after the Trolls and until they get to the Misty Mountains where it's just a bit flat, and then just lots of chasing around. For some reason, that bit always used to.
But it's also not the main protagonist. It's not Azog anymore, which maybe
possibly
takes a bit.
The Trolls are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The troll scene is brilliant, far better than in the book.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was great.
Yeah.
And I always think whenever I watch it now, as soon as I get into the Misty Mountains, it's like when you get into Moria it's the same place.
Yeah.
In Fellowship, it's like right from here, it's just awesome, all of it. And yeah, the Misty Mountains scene, I thought Goblin Town was spectacular as a design.
I love Gandalf coming in and going
breaking stuff, always breaking stuff with his stick. Break that, break that, Gandalf, cracking the tiles. Sorry. What I do.
Oh, I love that. The bit where the nostalgia with the Bag End when Gandalf turns and bangs his head. That was brilliant.
It's nice.
Yeah, and then
yeah, you're right though. Gollum sequence.
The other weird thing that I was like, where are the Nazgul when Thorin stands up on the tree and it just cracks out the Nazgul
music, in one of Thorin's many absolute pwnings by Elmer. I'm sure we said earlier before, it's amazing that as an Albazar, he falls down a lot against him and gets lucky, swinging and cutting an arm off. He then gets maced in the face.
Well, it's kind of like the breastplate.
Oh yeah, he probably shouldn't be dead, you're right.
Yeah.
By him on
Should
the White Wall,
dead.
he runs forward and gets smashed into the ground. And then at the Battle of Five Armies, he goes, I'm going to kill that piece of filth. Based on what? You've got no right to think you can beat him. He's 5'7", Thorin. He's being unreasonable again. Off you pop. No wonder Dane sends him off. He knows he's going to become king. Yeah, go on. Up you go. You'll be fine.
Because the Gandalf bit, because Gandalf's having to hold the two doors, I was like, that's insanely strong. Having to hold two people on the end of a stick.
It's to stop them casting spells.
It
right?
is.
Yeah.
I get why they did it, but it's kind of like...
The Eagles turn up.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, don't hurl Azog off a cliff.
No.
Kill everyone else.
Yeah.
Get that one. Get the white one. Chuck him off.
Yeah, that was cool, and then the Eagle music was really cool.
Yeah, Eagle music record. Also, two, I think, genuinely very powerful moments. The Bilbo speech about that's why I came back, because you don't have one at home. I think it's wonderful.
That is good.
And then the bit at the end with the right in the fields with the I've never been so wrong in my life. It's great.
That is
It's
great.
really, really good.
And Thorin doesn't stay nice.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah, absolutely.
I also love Bilbo's dressing gown.
Yeah, good dressing gown.
That is good.
But there are things wrong with it. Of course there are, but I think it is spectacularly good.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. I love An Unexpected Journey, and I think the masses of things they did to improve it vastly outweigh the niggles I have.
Yeah, I mean, compared to... we'll talk about it next week. My big niggles with the end of next week.
Falling?
But yeah, falling you can kind of close your eyes a bit and gloss over it.
So we had this wonderful film.
Yes.
A lot of people enjoyed, and it was a very exciting time for the game as well.
Yeah.
There was the Throne of Skulls and big
Loads of
and
stuff
loads of
released.
models coming out until about March or April, when you sort of realised that
And this is when
SVG
we
was
were
getting
just-
into this weird, smaller and smaller cycle of a couple of months,
Mm-hmm.
and then nothing until the next Switch.
But this was when the tournament scene was also kicking off from being
Yeah.
small.
Yeah.
It was when...
I'm trying to think what happened after. That's probably was the Preston tournament that year.
Because the Throne of Skulls that I won was the first singles tournament I'd been to.
Yeah, it was that. It was February
The first
2013.
tournament we went to.
Yeah. First singles one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm sure that year was like Sam having his tournament in East Grinstead, where we
Yeah.
played in the final,
Yeah.
and maybe the Preston tournament I think would have been 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Not the first tournament, because I know the Stockport one was the year. Well, I think it was 2012. I think the first one where they had like 8 people that Sam Jeffrey ran.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
Mm-hmm. I also remember, because I remember at that which was that quiz then? Who did that for that Throne of Skulls?
The Throne of Skulls was the quiz where we formed our team with Adam, Owen, Nick, us. Is that it? God, this might be upsetting. And I don't know.
I think that's
So they were the core members that we've kind of reformed over the year. That
Yeah.
was the one where our quiz name was different when I wrote it.
Yeah.
And Adam can get quizzed.
Yeah, because there were loads of questions about the book. It
We
was
thought
just
we
after
we
it.
thought we were quids in. It was like, we
Yeah.
got Adam.
Because it's how many scenarios are in it. It's like, I don't know, they took them out. Yeah, that was it.
So, favourite profile
Oh,
from the Hobbit range, from the Unexpected Journey.
I'll have to do a good and evil. Tricky. Profile, definitely not him. We can do
Not the
worst.
governing team.
We can do worst. I've always been a big fan of Azog, especially this version, the Fate 1 version. Defense 5, there's enough going wrong with him for him to be really fun to use, but not be in any way overpowered. So yeah, I'll go Azog from evil, and then from good.
Radagast was cool, I think. Getting a profile for his bunny sled was cool.
He was cool. I do like I like the Thorin's company in general, that they work together. I don't think I've got a favourite one.
Thorin's cool, I think.
Yeah.
He's a bit of an obvious choice, but he's got cool rules and cool like toys.
He's just really
I think I'll go for the trolls. I love having the 3 hero trolls. Even though I've never played them. Played with them. I've got the models wanted to do them for ages, but I've never got around to it.
And then favourite... So you've got Thorin and Trolls.
And probably for good, actually. You know what? I'm going to go like Thor and Throne because I love
cool.
them and obviously got really involved with them during SPG issue 2.
For the models, I'd just want to say Grimhammers, but
it's Thor for me.
not for the rules. Oh yeah, well
Thror's hands, I think,
yeah,
one of the most beautiful models
but he's not in
they've
this
ever
book.
done. He's not in that book. But there's some other cracking ones in there. The Finecast Radicals are beautiful. I think some of Darius companies we've said in the past,
The
like
White
Bombard
Council
Oil.
set.
No, I'm not that keen on them. But, you know, good. Evil.
The Eagles are really good.
Yeah, I think Eagle would be Bulk. Evil.
Evil model or
Yeah.
profile.
The model. That model is superb, which
Goal.
is now obviously the keeper of London's. Gore?
Yeah.
That model's absolutely stunning.
Then my least favourite is Goblin King for profile.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
And for profile of good models, I don't know. Barlin because he's rubbish when he shouldn't be.
Rubbish.
I like his priority rule and stuff. I just think he
Yeah.
should be a bit better at fighting. Oh, and I guess Feely and Keeley, I'd have liked them to be slightly better fighters relative to Nori and Dory.
Yeah, I think
switch that
I've
around.
heard a lot of it came out of like the early scripts
Yeah.
about who were going to be stronger and all that sort of stuff. But,
It's just funny when you get to the final film. We'll take our best fighters, not
and all the
Dory
SPG
or
goes,
Gloyd.
I think you'll find you're not actually taking Dory and Nori and Gloyd, who
Yeah.
will be significantly better in a fight than Feely and Keeley.
Oh dear.
Lovely book though.
Mm.
Nice new
Yeah,
site.
with the little
Little
bookmark.
ribbon, cheeky. Hello pickle. So
Fun times.
wonderful times. Extended edition.
Mm.
Didn't add too much. 30 minutes, mainly Rivendell stuff. Couple of new songs.
Yeah, when I'm trying to think, we got into this business prior to the last film.
It's a business.
Yeah, the Palantir business.
Yeah,
It was
we
between
did,
the
yeah.
second and third.
Yeah, it was.
So, we did a review of Desolation of Smaug Extended, I think, when that came
In the
out.
Palantir, yeah,
Yeah.
with Macklin, yeah. But
But we haven't for this.
no,
It's just naked dwarves in a fountain, isn't it?
yeah, and a couple of songs. But yeah, so I love it. I think Unexpected Journey is brilliant. I really do, and it makes me it's absolutely up there for me with the Lord of the Rings ones in terms of something I like to put on and watch. And whenever it's on, I get quite excited and will happily sit down and watch it. I think it's as timeless to me as the others. Some lovely new themes. So there we go.
So, as ever, we will be one next week. Can you guess what our topic will be? And two, we'll be signing off with a 50-point bat rep. We need to think about what we're going to take.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Well, we'll have a break now and see if we can come up with our armies. Okay, so here we are with the 50-point bat rep, and in the absence of defending champion James Long, Tom is taking over the mantle. You remember him? Of James' army, which is 2 Mirkwood Spiders and a Wild Wog, who we'll have to go and get.
Did you use the one? Oh, he did use the one.
Definitely. 2 Wild Wogs. So we're brushing their teeth there. It's not a swarm of bees, in case you're wondering. And up against them, challenging their might, are quite an interesting 50-point bat rat army. We have a Bat Swarm and a Gundavan Berserker.
New Bat Swarm.
No, it's a Bat Swarm. Bat Swarm.
Bat Swarm.
Yeah, it's not a Warbat.
Ah.
Yeah, so I'm hoping the 4 wounds of the Warbat and the oblivious to pain of the Berserker will carry the day for me.
Maybe it will.
So we will go and find a Warg and then we'll come back.
And we're back with the Warg.
There indeed. And we've also found that Joe Gibbon believes the appropriate way to pet my Wargs is upside down, rather than
Does that make you very pleased?
soothingly on their side. Honestly, Giblin, what you like, love. So, with that, we shall begin, shall we?
With which dice?
With the shiny new GBHL dice.
Night.
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 Look at them shine. Marvellous stuff.
And you are blue and purple.
Yep.
And I am green and clear.
Shall we priority? 5.
5.
Goes to the Bat Swarm. and the Berserker. Here we are, first 50-point bat rep in. It's yours. First 50-point bat rep in the new games room.
Cupboard's open. Are we showing them the room? Is that, or does it need to be behind the camera?
Who knows? Who the heck knows? All I know, we've already done it. As always, filming that 50-point bat rep exactly when we cut in the Palantir.
Yes.
What would you like to do, sir?
I'd like to
shockingly out of
start.
range.
I'd like to start. Oh, I should start.
Oh, alright then, if you're going to be there, I'm going to... I like it matters. I'll go, yeah, there you go.
How far away from 8 am I?
Oh no, this is madness. There we go, we'll go for that then.
What's your distance, sorry?
12 inches with the Bat Swarm, 8 inches with the Berserker.
Mine's a throwing weapon, so I can move and shoot.
With a range of 8 inches.
So am I in, or just
You're out,
a
you're out of charge range.
I'm out of shoot range.
At the moment,
Yeah, so
you could move.
Can I move into shoot range, please?
Yes, so... There?
You've got 8-inch
Yeah,
charge
it's
range.
the same as your shoot
Yeah,
range.
so
Right up.
right up, yeah. I'm terrifying.
This
Which could do the
we
bat
forgot to do that
swarm
last
some harm.
time. Oh yeah.
We'll have talked about the terrifying in the errata section.
Oh yes, we did, I remember.
We did. We definitely did.
Doggy? No?
Yeah.
Cool, so your shoot face?
Yep, the warg will shoot. 2 spiders. White dice is going at the bat swarm, green dice is going at the berserker. Is it 6s? What I moved?
Yeah, just moved.
Come on! Oh, green dice is at the berserker!
He's paralysed then, is he?
Oh, he's just auto paralysed. I don't need to win, do I?
No, that's
Do
what
you want to roll your fate?
Yeah. So, end of the fight phase?
Yeah, don't you dare. Such a shame.
Disaster.
You're blending into the curtains very nicely.
Thank you. Priority?
Yeah.
I have 3.
I have a 4.
Oh no.
Would you like to get up from being paralysed?
At the end of the fight phase, please.
Okay.
If I'm alive.
Charge the paralysed one.
Paralysed
With
again?
2 spiders, please.
Both? Fine.
Warg into the bat swarm for control zone reasons.
Oh, this is a shame, isn't it? It's unfortunate.
It's throwing weapon, isn't it, though? So I could do it on my way into the bat swarm.
Oh, you could do it.
Because they're lethal. Do I think... What? Defense is berserker?
At 5.
Do I switch and put the warg into the...
Great content.
Yeah, put the spider can charge the bat and try and do him.
Do it. 6. Soothing meditation music. It's nice, I like it.
6s. No.
Finally I failed one. Okay?
Yep.
Do
Do you want to roll for the berserker?
to the end. He loses the fight.
I know, I'm just making a point of it.
This guy.
So I get spider and warg, and it's this twice, right?
Yeah.
What do I need?
4's from the spider and 5's from the warg.
Is dead.
There's 1. Is oblivious to pain.
Oh no!
It's right. It's dead then. I've seen 2 oblivious.
He was
That's one against
paralysed.
The spider.
Yeah.
In the battle of the awful fight values, you win with your fight value of 2. That's one. No, you're halved. You're halved. You're halved. It's a tie.
What do I start with?
You start with 2. It's magnificent.
Oh, you got a 6 though. Oh,
Oh, best one.
this could go
Swing
horribly,
3.
yeah.
Double 4 takes it out. When they look back on this bat rap, they'll call that a chance.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Priori,
No one will look back on this.
in the annals of history.
It's you.
Yes, yes. I don't know why I'm celebrating. I'll charge these 2.
Okay. I'll
Oh,
come
we're
trap
just
you
gonna
and
win.
paralyse into combat.
You paralysed into combat?
Yeah, why not?
Nice work.
So 6s to hit. This little spider kill team's
It's the
ridiculous.
Warg's fight, is it 3?
Yeah.
So your round's down though, so we're all 1. Come on,
Come on, the 6.
It's
What have you got?
4.
Is it a 4?
Good.
The warg.
Right. Forwards.
The warg's attack.
No wounds. The spiders need 3s, rerolling 1s.
Spider. They've got 4 wounds though.
Come on the 2. Come on the 2.
All the 2s. 4 2s.
There's no 2s.
There's lots of 1s. So
you
that's
got
2 wounds.
and 2 rerolls. Come on, 2. Right, it's dead then, is it?
You've had 2 really good goes at the spiders in your 2 games.
I nearly wounded one in that one.
Yeah.
Right. Congratulations. The spiders and their dog march on to their second victory. We'll go into a post-battle barrel breakdown.
And we're back.
We're back.
Yeah. I've won one for the first time in a while.
Yeah.
The Gundabats were kicking me
Close,
all over the
though.
place. Yeah.
Because remember that turn where I nearly wounded one
Yeah.
of the spiders?
It's just as soon as they get a paralyse off, it's game over.
The upsetting thing, I think, particularly in 50-point battle rates, is you've probably got this from watching. I can't tell you how absolutely soul destroying it is when one of your models gets paralysed. You know how bad that sort of thing they said was in battle companies? It's that times 2. So I've got 2 models, one of them's paralysed, I'm in trouble. The James Long got 2 of the 5 off, didn't he? There's an upsetting number of 6s coming from those. Those paralyses are terrifying in 50-point bat reps.
Yeah.
Having 2 models get paralysed. You got a 1 in 3 chance of getting it, right? If both of them are shooting at you. Poor Berserker. I wanted Berserker to have a pop. Have a little crack at the stuff. It's the Venom as well. Strength 5 and Venom is horrific in these ones. We were saying they're fine for like a normal bat rep when they're part of an army and you'll be able to shoot them in advance a little bit. But in these, they're absolutely terrifying. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I forgot to take a courage test with a bat swarm.
Oh yeah,
it
makes all the difference.
Yeah, I mean it's bizarre because they mentioned we got told about that in the errata, which was definitely filmed before the bat rep, and we just forgot it. So yeah, maybe. Do you think maybe if that bat swarm, when he won the fight, if he'd done the two falls, isn't that unlikely?
No.
If he kills that spider, I think I'm in with a shot then.
I still think you'd lose. The Berserker going down's a big blow to you.
But I've then got 2 attacks against your 3. I have a higher fight value.
But I need 3s rerolling 1s to wound you.
And I've got 4 wounds.
Yeah.
So if you win the fight, you can't possibly kill me. In 1.
Oh yeah, because I can't trap you. I was trapping
Yeah,
you.
you can't trap me, see.
Yeah.
He might have done alright. That was my thinking. That's why I went for 4 wounds.
Yeah. How many points are the Bat Swarm?
35.
And how many points are the Gundabats?
15. Make a total of 50.
25 and 15.
35.
Oh, 35. Are they 35? I guess they are really good against heroes.
Otherwise you cheated me.
Don't tell them the stats. You didn't ask them to add the points to it, did you?
No.
Mistake.
35,
Oh yeah.
This guy, But yeah, so the 2 Mercury spiders and their wolfy friend, who's winning it for them, I think,
Yeah.
go marching on to non-victory. And we'll be back next week.
Yeah, so as ever, we'll be back in our normal room. No, wait, we'll be in the new room.
So please let us know below what your memories of Unexpected Journey were, what you now think of Unexpected Journey and all that sort of stuff. We'll have a bit of a chat about that and try and come up with a topic for next week. Tricky. But there we go. First new Palantir in the new digs. We hope you enjoyed it.
Yes, indeed.
As ever, don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe.
Support your Hobbit hosts by clicking in the links below.
Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook.
Support your Hobbit hobby.
And happy
Strategy.
battle
Gaming.
done.
Is it? Are we actually finished now?
Yeah, I think
Definitely done.
Definitely done.
This is the last
thing in here. Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah, why?
Positive?
Yeah.
Because.
Yeah. What's that?
That's a wrap.
Get out.
Do you get it?
End of an era, man.
I know. What a room.
What a room. What a life.
Deep.
Oh.